situated here, but I'm doing pretty good. Went bowling last night, and it was kind of fun. Though I did get a bit bored later on. A lot of people kind of like to stick around for a while, deal with the activity and such. And the activity itself, bowling, it is fun. But I'm one of those individuals that's like, when I'm done, and I want to go. But factors at play just made it so that I had to wait to go. And the waiting's not too fun. You guys might say, oh, well, just to pass the time with trying to talk to others. And what a lot of people, at least that I know, don't seem to get is talking to people. It isn't that fun at all. Because it's like just the same things over and over again. To the point where you can kind of predict them. And the predictability isn't that great. Not to mention, you don't really get that great of thought. So you don't get food for thought yourself. Probably don't learn anything, and you're more likely to be in an echo chamber. So that's kind of why I prefer doing mentally stimulating things like actually playing games rather than talking. And it's also probably a big reason why I don't talk too much on these streams, at least when I get into them. Because I know that I'm talking quite a bit at this point. Ah, darn it. Once again, Discord wants an update. Stop updating like this, Discord. Okay, there we go. Now then, we'll copy that again. So yeah, while I do talk from time to time and talk like this right now, it's just not that fun. And with that in mind, you guys might be like, why stream at all if you're not much of a person that enjoys talking? And it's more so a social outlet to help me out. And besides, I might encounter something that actually stimulates me. And that's kind of what I'm looking for when I talk to people. Okay. Actually, let's bring up today's question of day 2. So I shouldn't dwell on things that just irk me. What movie can I rewatch over and over again? That's kind of a tough one, but I'd say probably either Tommy Boy or Happy Gilmore. They can be pretty funny. But of course, when thinking about it, it can probably just grow stale after a while, so probably not watch them too often. Alright. Okay. This one I'm good on. Okay. 2 more places. Alright. Got everything taken care of there. Alright. I'm gonna go take this chance to get a drink of water. You guys do whatever you need to do to get comfortable and ready. But if you need something to do, be sure to check out today's question of the day. If you don't see it, the command in the title of the stream while I'm live should bring it up, and I will check on that when I get back. With that, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let me check on you guys. Alright, doesn't look like I missed anything. So now I can finish up the setup. But yeah, other than the boredom of talking, the possibility of just socializing, another reason why I stream is because it does give people a chance to hang out with me when I get absorbed into these games that I play. And you all here know how absorbed I can get. Here we are. Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? Doing pretty good right now. I did some bowling last night, which was kind of fun, as I said earlier, but right now, I want to get into this game. So I'm excited to see where things are going after what we left off on. Alright. So now we have Van, huh? Let's see. After clearing the third domain of the garden, Van and the group met up with Elaine and returned to Old Town for a late lunch. July 10th, 1:15 p.m. Alter Dawn, huh?
Right then. We've got a pretty good picture of the Grim Garten and what moves the society's been making.
Seems like they really don't have anything to do with this White Orb Mint or those AD freaks. Well, most of them anyway. That Brad is definitely involved. And I'd put money on the Oathbreaker's blue fur-wearing ass showing up too.
Knowing him, I wouldn't be surprised if he was up to something. But from what he said back on Nemeth Island, I just can't see him intentionally trying to imitate the cult.
I found myself loathing them once I learned that the little girl I once knew was still being dragged down by what they did to her. One of my crimes was indirectly forming the gardens, and, as you said, I brought members of the cult into the fold. When a crime of mine is over and done with, I like to put it out of my mind completely before I start thinking about it. Then I saw that she was still suffering from the pain they engendered, and thus my concentration was shot.
Yeah, there's no question that he's a terrible person, but it really didn't seem like he was lying about that.
Let's put him out of our minds for the moment. He's an evil man, yes. He follows his own set of principles fairly strictly.
True. Guy's got a rep to uphold, I guess. We'll just have to keep an eye out for him when he does finally show up.
In that case, AD. Or rather, Alter Dawn. The most important thing at the moment is determining who or what is behind them.
Yes, the mastermind ultimately responsible for the Crimson Grendel was a ghost from the past, a parasite fed by the cult. But by this point, the DG cult has long been thoroughly wiped out, and no one has found even a hint of any other remnants.
If that's the case, does that mean this is a completely new group? Or maybe someone pretending to be one?
Chances these guys are completely new ain't zero, but still pretty slim, I'd say. You'd need an absurd amount of technical backing to cook up something like this, after all.
That's true.
An orbit with no serial number. It's said to have been made 20 years ago.
Though its appearance is quite different from the 50-year-old Genesis, it's clear that both are of exquisite workmanship.
I tried to scan it, but all I was able to tell is that it's filled with a large number of very small parts. And just like the Genesis, its casing is completely sealed. It was made to never be opened.
And if we do try to crack it open, we'll probably just end up ruining all those little parts inside, huh? Even though the design on the outside is different, it really does seem like it's meant to be a replica of the Genesis.
Sure seems that way. We didn't have any of the real ones around last night, but I was able to transform into the Grendel all the same. Now that we know what we do, odds are it was because of the white orbment Ix was carrying.
That definitely checks out. Now that I think about it, this thing I've got is kind of the same, though I can still open it up a little to do basic maintenance.
Ticks me off that this is basically a handout from that clown, but I'll hold on to it for now, just in case. Any of the Genesis start acting up, you let me know ASAP. Could be some kind of resonance or even interference from this thing.
Got it. I'll be sure to pay close attention. I'll also keep all my senses sharp. That'll be easier now that the rain's finally let up. V, Lapis, and all the others are doing their best. I'm not gonna lose to them.
That's the spirit. Thinking about it, though, both of their groups seem to have their own goals at the moment.
The Thor's group is one thing, but I'm worried about Swin and Nadia.
Me too. It almost seemed like something was weighing on them, but they couldn't talk about it.
It's just as I'd heard then.
Well, no point in speculating before they're ready to open up. We can try and feel things out next time we're in the garden, though. Big picture's outline is starting to come into focus, at least. For now, let's get back to our patrols. Hit up some different spots from this morning. Besides, Elaine asked us to keep looking into the stuff from last night on behalf of the guild, so we've got that to tackle too.
Thank you. I admit I am very concerned about whatever it is that the Society's planning. But considering we still haven't found all the missing people yet, I can't ignore this AD group. I appreciate all your help in investigating them.
Of course. We'll do whatever we can.
And with that, it's time we began our afternoon shift.
Elaine has temporarily joined the party. Okay. Wow, we've got a lot of people locked in. But I think I'm probably happy with this setup. So we'll go along with it. And save just so that we don't have to go through all that again. Okay, so it's somewhere over there, huh? So probably just down. No, wrong place. There we go. Hey, Yume, we have to hurry. Hold on, I'll be right there. Oh right, Yume had mentioned something about a birthday party. Hehe, then shall we try to talk to her before she leaves? Looks like she's still home. There's a staircase in the kitchen, let's go. See, not there. Not there. Okay, so that's where we go. Alright. It feels weird to be here.
Oh, Van and everybody! Welcome to our humble abode.
Abode. Kinda cute there. Good afternoon, Yume. Come to think of it, this is the first time I've been back here. Oh yeah, I guess so, huh? We come here sometimes to ask about room amenities and such. Hehe, Yume takes me here to play with her every so often. Are you heading out today?
I'm gonna go shopping with my friends today. Oh, and Agnes, you better look forward to your birthday. I'm gonna make a super duper big cake. It's gonna be so big it'll touch the ceiling.
But I think that might be a bit too much cake. I know you already said you would, but are you sure it's okay? I mean, isn't reserving the whole restaurant for a birthday party too much?
Don't worry about that. As long as you enjoy yourselves, it'll be well worth it.
Agreed. You've taken good care of all of us here at the restaurant. So in return, I'm gonna put my cooking skills to the test for your birthday meal. Of course, Yume's super duper big cake will be the centerpiece.
I was told Ren will be returning home to Liberl soon. So I thought we could make it a farewell party for her as well. And go ahead and invite more of your school friends and anyone else you know in Edith too.
Are you sure? I don't want to cram too many people into your place. But thank you. Yeah, no need to hold back. It's your birthday after all. That's the day you should be going. At least a bit wild, you know. I agree, it's a special occasion, so I'll be sure to make time to join as well. Well, damn, way things are going, the lineup for this party might even outdo the eve of the Revolution Festival. Oh yeah, a lot of people came for that, huh? Even all the shadowy underworld types. Can we even fit that many people inside the restaurant? Also, I have a special surprise gift for you, Agnes. So look forward to it, okay? You bet I will, Yume. Shortly after, Yume headed out shopping with her friends who were waiting by the entrance. Paulette and Victor returned to their work as well. Alright. I swear, though, could have just connected this better. Especially because we have this guy. Okay, there we go. You aren't giving us much of a break with so many things here.
Oh, hold up a sec, Agnes.
What is it?
Well, was thinking of getting you a little birthday gift, actually. Both as thanks for the one you gave me back in February, and to celebrate you haven't been with the office for about a year now.
Oh! Wow. It was in late August that we first met, wasn't it? It's hard to believe it's already been a year, but you don't need to worry about that. The pay is more than enough for me, and
No can do. Sure, it's a thank you gift for the gift you got me, but you can also think of it as a present for finishing the school year and such. I sent a little something to Aaron and Fairy back for their birthdays too, so don't you even try to get out of this.
Is that so? If that's how it's going to be, then thank you. Oh, but just don't make it anything too expensive.
I've got it. But see, problem is, if this gift is going to be covering so many bases, I'm having trouble pinning down what to get. Figured it'd probably be best to get some ideas straight from the source. I'm sure you'll be getting stuff from friends, family, and the others in the office, so I wanted to make sure I didn't overlap with anyone.
Aw, Van. Sorry, but can you give me a bit of time to think about it?
No prob. If you can, let me know by tomorrow. And hey, now's your chance to go a bit wild and deck yourself out in punk jewelry, or even get your first piercing.
Huh? It may be a bit early for me to do something like that. Anyway, I'll think about it, okay?
That reminds me. Miss O'Clair, didn't you get that necklace as a gift from Mr. Arkwright?
Oh, yes. But I don't think there was any deep meaning behind it.
Hold on, guys. I think I saw something. It kind of needs my attention. Alright, so we've got a date on that. Did I already do it? Just taking a look at things right here concerning an app I made. Okay, yeah, I got it. Alright. Nothing I didn't already deal with. So it looks like not too much has to be worried about. So let's see. Additional connect events have been added.
You'll be turning 17.
And we've got a lot of things here. I want to check on what they are, though. Like, I know I usually go in on them, but when I was scanning a few times to see where I'm at, I thought I noticed the kind of stuff I didn't want to do. So, I'm just gonna take a look at that. Okay. Looks like we might not have too much to deal with. So this area has been safe.
Right, Agnes? Have you given any thought to college or careers?
Oh, not yet. I do know it's important to have that sort of thing figured out.
I'm sure you'll find the right path, Miss Claudel. For now,
Allow me to assist.
Nothing, huh? Oh, let's see what we've got here. So we can't do anything there. Nothing on you. On you. We can probably do a couple of these. So that. Yep. That's all that we could do there.
Simply look forward to your birthday.
I hope to see you again.
All this shopping's going to wear us out.
Allow me to assist.
Okay, let's see. Do that. Oh, that's gonna be a good one to have.
I hope to see you again.
Maybe we should have.
Allow me to assist.
Okay. 10,000, huh? That one is about as close as we're gonna get to there.
I hope to see you
Start
again.
delivering it all for us.
Looks like our drone pal.
What's next?
Okay. No, I don't want that. This one.
I appreciate it.
Really gonna start pulling.
Alright. So, save that.
Here.
Okay. Now we just need to go up a bit, don't we? Okay, this way.
Much hustle and bustle in the world these days.
Where'd she go? What if some bad people came and kidnapped her? Whoa, what's this about? Oh, Van, something bad's happened. The mommy swallow is gone. The one who built her nest on the front wall of Montmartre? You're saying she went off somewhere and hasn't come back? Yeah, usually she's flying around here, but I haven't seen her since this morning. And her babies are still there too. This never happened before. That certainly is cause for concern if they've yet to fully leave the nest. Yeah, it could be something's keeping her away from home. They say swallows are good luck, plus she's one of Walmart's regulars at this point. That's reason enough to try and track her down if we got the time. Quite right, why don't we begin by speaking with those at Bistro? Alright. Alright. There we go. Missing Mama Swallow. The Mommy Swallow's still not back? She does fly really far to get good food, and to get food sometimes, but how far are we talking? All the way to another district? Probably, there aren't too many places around here after all. Oh yeah, that birdie's got a thing for places with lots of nature and stuff. Lots of nature, that narrows down her search range then. Yep, and she likes to be up where it's kinda high too. She'll always go bug hunting on hills and those sorts of places. Somebody's been keeping her eyes peeled. It's for my school project, so I gotta. Well, we have that and to thank for pointing us in the right direction. Thank you, you may, the rest of you as well. Anything I should be thanking you guys for hearing Mark out. Good luck with the swallow, everybody. Yeah, get out there and track her down. And let us know when you do, too. Key phrase, semi-high ground with lush greenery obtained.
This place is so cozy. I might never.
Okay. Missing Mama Swallow. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her today, and this is usually when she is at her liveliest. I'm sorry, if only I'd paid more attention to the front of the bistro. Please, you have nothing to apologize for. But she said, guessing that means you don't have any clue where she might have gone, though, huh? Not personally, no, but on that note, you know how Yume's been keeping a close watch on the swallows recently, right? Well, not too long ago, she asked Theo to monitor them from time to time. Theo, huh? They're definitely a suitable choice for keeping surveillance. In which case, they might have just the information we need. Hehe. That's the hope, yes. You should find Theo hanging up some laundry for me on the roof. I'm worried about those swallows myself, so do your best to find their mother, okay? Okay, so Theo is on the roof. Which means that we go here. No, not there. Up here. Alright, roof is over here. Theo monitoring data. Theo, you've been checking in on that swallow nest every now and then, haven't you? Affirmative. Conditions are monitored once every hour to be precise. Judging by their current stage of development, the baby chicks are likely to leave the nest in an estimated 3 to 5 days. You can predict all that? You're amazing, Theo. Yes, we should count ourselves lucky. Would you happen to know where the mother might have gone then? It doesn't seem like she's been back in a while. Query received. Now scanning personal history log. Collation complete. The mother swallow was last spotted this morning at 6 o'clock a.m. She was in the process of flying northwest in search of food, one might speculate. Northwest, Just knowing the direction is huge. Thanks, Theo. You're a lifesaver. You're quite welcome. Theo prays the mother is in good health. To the northwest, huh? Theo's records indicate the bird took flight toward the northwest early in the morning. Right, now, what's a district northwest of Old Town, in a slightly elevated position that's filled with foliage? Wait a moment. Yes, Lever fits that particular description rather nicely. Hey Mira, how are you doing? Let's see. It definitely is chock full of greenery, so that tracks. I think we've got our destination then. Let's head over when we're ready. Did you sleep well?
Well then, shall we?
Alright. Another late nighter, huh? What were you doing this time? See, ask about Swallow. Mother Swallow. Yes, I believe I may have caught sight of a... swallows are supposed to migrate around June, so it's rare to see them during this season. However, I spotted a swallow this morning diligently searching for food. Then some dogs who were out on their walks started barking, leading it to fly off in a hurry. Oh, I see. That's good. Who was the most interesting of your finds? Let's see. Back to here. Well, there you have it. Are you not impressed by my dear sister's impeccable memory? That's fine. You'll probably find someone that jumps out. Okay, so there's no question she came to the Verve district. Yeah, and it sounds like she might be in a panicked state right now. Let's take a look around here.
Search time.
So we've still got more to deal with, huh?
Never tasted a dessert this good.
Okay. Panic swallow. Panic swallow, Now that you mention it, not too long ago I heard something collide with one of our windows. I also remember hearing the sound of wings ruffling, so it could very well have been a bird. I see, in other words, while in her frenzied state, she flew into the glass. The windows do appear to be well cared for and are quite clear. Yes, so it wouldn't be strange at all if she hit it. But if that's the case, she's probably even more panicked now. Right, we need to find her as quickly as possible. Yes, please do. Colliding with glass, huh? Okay. 2 more places to check. But I doubt it'll help me out any further here. Why talk to this guy about this?
Pardon me.
Colliding with glass. Swallow collided with some glass? Do you know something? I do, as it happens. You see, just a moment ago, the bell in the chapel made a strange noise. It's quite possible that something flew right into it. And if it went into a panic after slamming headfirst into the glass, right, that's a definite possibility. There any way we can get up to the bell tower? Yes, up the ladder on the 2nd floor. Just watch your step. I wish you luck in finding that poor swallow. Alright.
Let's have a look.
Okay. Let's see, it's over here. There we go. One thing I definitely don't like about the modern modern gaming right now is how many button pushes it takes to do things. Like, this isn't too bad, but come on. There it is, the mama swallow. Nice, we hit the jackpot. I'm so glad we found it. Now let's take it and... the 1 o'clock bell. My ears wait. No, it flew away. Should have known that would happen. It is what it is. At the very least, we picked up on its trail. Indeed, given the direction it flew, I think we can hazard a guess where it's headed. We can? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, the garden at Agnes's place was pretty packed with greenery, huh? Alright, I suppose we should go have a look there then. Let's see, can I go there? Yes, we can. Okay, there it is. Chirp, chirp. The herb garden at Anya's place, so it really was here. This place has quite a bit of greenery, and it's so nice and tranquil. It looks as though the swallow has calmed down too. Well, that's a relief. That reminds me, my mother's herb garden has always had all sorts of different birds visiting it. I wonder if they came here to rest their wings after experiencing hardships like this one here. Is something wrong, Agnes? It's nothing now. Shall we take it under our care? I think that would be prudent. It looks somewhat injured, so we'll need to treat its wounds. Dan's group caught the parent swallow, being cautious not to startle it. They applied basic first aid using healing arts and ointment from Agnes's house and then brought it home. Wow, the swallow's back. Yeah, I'm so glad it's okay. Thanks so much for finding the swallow, everyone. No sweat. Okay, maybe not. Had no sweat, seeing as this turned into a wild swallow chase. Still, I'm glad its injuries were minor. At least they healed in no time at all. I doubt her brief absence will have any impact on the chicks being able to leave the nest on time. Which incidentally will be happening soon according to Theo. I believe they said it should be within a few days. The baby swallows are already practicing flying, so that sounds about right. Yay, aren't you excited for them, Yume? For sure, but until then, we gotta keep looking after them. I'm gonna watch them like a hawk. Me too, I'll take the early morning shift. Oh boy, bundle of energy, these kids. Guess things aren't back to normal. And with that, we can hereby declare this case closed.
Well done, everyone.
Alright. Received a bevy of colorful stones from the old town children. Nice.
Extra adherence to the rules.
Alright. But yeah, I don't like the hacking minigame that they have, so that's kind of why I looked around and wanting to avoid it. Because I hate stealth.
What have we got?
There's a 4SPG on the bulletin board. According to recent intel, dangerous monster the Cerulean Telos has been sighted in the junction area of the Verve district. We would greatly appreciate you taking care of this beast in the guild's stead. Racer Guild. Junction area bounty has been added. Back to the Verve then. It's usually in the depths here.
Let's be on our way.
Okay. There's this thing to take care of.
Good stuff.
Alright. Now we save. There it is, our quarry. There's some foes crawling around. Exterminate it.
Watch it. That one's big.
At your service.
Now's a great time.
Okay. So, does she have anything? Okay, she does.
Activate. Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. Initiating drive.
Okay. Fires the other one, but nothing here. Okay.
This could work here.
So since fireworks, this one's gonna be just as good.
There you are. At your service. If you please.
How dare you!
Man alive.
Now's a great time for a sharp boost.
Good luck.
As for you,
Pull out all the stops.
Yeah. You saved me.
Here to help.
okay.
Use a shard boost to get the initiating drive. Not my chance. Grant them life. Althea here.
Here to help.
This'll shock you.
You have this.
Here goes.
A boost would work.
Okay. Not a good combination to have.
Go on the attack.
How dare you!
Now's a great time for a sharp
Okay.
Keep it up. It's working. Now.
Backup's here.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Okay.
Protect. Crystal Shell. They saved me.
Okay.
Flames protect us.
Ball's in your court. Being fast.
Take this.
At your service.
Again. Stop having that combination. I don't care if I'm burning. Stop putting everything else in there.
Lord,
Order. You saved me. Now's my chance.
Okay.
You can do this. Fan! Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Over here. All for you.
That'll cost you.
A boost would work here.
Keep it up. It's
Okay.
Go all in on him.
We should go on the attack.
right up! Huh?
My chance.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Good luck. Flames protect us.
Okay. Yeah, I need to do that.
You saved me.
Backup's here.
Now's a great time for a shard boost. Engaging skill.
Lord,
Order! You saved me. Now's my chance. Grant them life. Shine. Thank you. Fan. Activating skill.
Time for the main event. And alive! Ray!
Boost gauge limiter
Okay, so that's just fine there.
Pull out all the stops.
Now!
My chance.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Excuse me.
There.
Low health. Watch yourself. A boost would work here.
Okay, let's see. Special bomb. You're not supposed to die.
Thank you. That was lousy. Here goes.
This should be the default.
I've got this. Great circle of light.
They did it with Princess Claudia in the Sky Trilogy. They're doing it here, and yet I can't fix it here.
Think fast. Take this. Go for it, Elaine.
Okay.
Zypha activate. That'll cost you. Zypha activate.
Okay.
Zypha activate. Yeah.
Here goes.
And excuse me,
You can do this.
you're not allowed to do that.
Good luck. Activating skill.
I ain't showing any mercy. You're getting the full course.
But at least it didn't block me from doing this.
Winner unlocked.
Now's a great time for a shard boost. Engaging
Hey.
skill.
Okay.
Here to help.
Activating skill.
I'll cover you.
Elaine.
Okay.
Backup's here.
Okay. Have you on healing duty?
Elaine's
Engaging skill.
easy target under here.
Oh my gosh.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
There's who needs to be healed.
You saved me.
Don't push yourself. Your health is low. Now's a great time for a shard boost.
Okay, let's see. I'd rather have had that.
Too slow. Glowing grid.
My chance.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Okay.
Think fast. Take this. Get him on, yes.
Now back to this.
Thank you.
boost would work here.
Okay.
You can do this.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Over here! All for you!
Here to help.
Now's a great time for a shard boost.
Cypher activate. Cypher activate. Lightning strike.
Resistance. Set, take over!
Okay.
Now's your chance for a
One.
shard boost. Initiating drive.
You'll be sorry for that.
Now is an opportune time to boost. Certain arts will prove
Okay.
more potent. Allow me.
Thank you.
I'm going.
Okay.
May we proceed with caution.
Some art should really hurt. You won't get away with this.
Okay.
Here's my chance.
Might want to boost here.
One.
Show me what you got.
There.
I'll take that.
I bid you allow me.
Let's make a production out of this!
Pierce! Break! Howl! Dance about! Romance of the Four Fiefdoms!
Boost
I
gauge
won't
limit
miss this
released.
chance.
Okay.
Show me what you got.
Protect! Crystal Shell! My sincere
I'll
thanks.
take that.
Keep your guard up.
Flames! That'll cost you.
I swear.
Yeah.
That's far enough.
Show me what you got.
May we proceed with caution.
There.
My sincere thanks. Vitals falling to dangerous levels. Cobalt Curtain, activate!
I bid you not to overextend.
Okay.
May we proceed with caution.
You won't get away with this.
Okay.
Body's starting to feel heavy.
I must go through.
Okay.
I bid you not to overextend.
I swear, you yourself need it just as much.
Barry, now!
I'm going! There!
My sincere thanks. You won't get away with this.
Okay.
Flames! I won't hold back.
Now's your chance for a shot boost.
Show me what you got.
Mr. Wayne!
Now is an opportune time to boost. Certain arts will prove more potent.
Protect! Crystal Shell! My sincere
I'll
thanks.
take that.
Okay.
You'll be sorry for that.
Let's make a production out of this.
Break! Howl! Dance about! Romance of the four victims!
Boost gauge limiter released.
Slow it down. Okay.
Really hurt.
Not do that though.
I won't hold back.
Now's your chance for a shot boost.
Cobalt Curtain, activate!
That's far enough!
Might want to
Okay.
May we proceed with caution?
Theo, we need help!
My sincere thanks. You won't get away with this!
A boost would work here.
Reset!
Now's your chance for a shot boost.
Not deal with this.
Mr. Wayne!
Now is an opportune time to boost.
Okay.
Drive.
Get zapped!
Now it's my turn.
Now's your chance for a shot boost.
Now!
Perfect chance!
A boost would work here.
Okay.
Now is an opportune time to boost.
May we proceed with caution?
nothing else that can be done here at my limited range.
Might want a boost here.
There!
Get that!
Flames!
I'm going!
Might want a boost here.
Protect! Crystal Shell! My sincere
I'll
thanks.
take that.
Initiating drive.
I won't hold back.
Okay.
Here I go.
Activating skill.
I shall end this. It's over. Infinity Seeker!
Bonus round!
Now is an opportune time to boost.
May we proceed with caution.
Keep your guard up.
Certain arts will prove more potent. Allow me.
Precision! Flash! Barry, now!
A boost would work here.
Okay.
Flames! He flinched!
There! I'm going!
Might want a boost here.
Okay.
Coming right up.
Reset!
Understood.
There we go. Got him taken care of. Rapid storm up to rapid tempest, huh?
Even better now.
Getting this choreo down pat.
Nice.
Accomplished. Great job, you guys. Reward deposited.
Alright. Now to revive everyone.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Just the party. Okay, save. Yeah, save there. Alright, so we cleared out Old Town. See what things are here for. Alright. Now then. Let us do Riverside, although we don't have Station Street to worry about. So let's do the subway entrance. And let me make sure that this quest isn't one that I don't want. Alright. Doesn't look like it, but it feels like I need a break to use the bathroom and possibly get a drink. So I'm gonna take that break. You guys do whatever you need to as well. But if you need something to do, be sure to check out today's question of the day. If you don't see it, the command in the title of the stream on live should bring it up, and I will check on that when I get back. And with that, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let me check on you guys, though. Okay, nothing missed there. Nothing there. Alright, so we are good to go. Oh. Alright. Almost forgot to go on air, but at least it's nothing too big that's missing.
Let's see what we got.
There's a Forest PG on the bulletin board. Root of a strange illness. I've been pretty sick lately, and it's starting to take its toll. Why? Know the cause, no one seems to believe me. Between my doctor and the people at work, would you mind hearing me out? I'll be waiting by the terrace in the riverside. Radley. Okay.
Ice cream! Get your ice cream here!
Come on by and eat your food.
That is so cool! Serving supersized portions today.
Yay. What is it? Do you have business with me? I'm waiting for someone right now. Actually, you know what? Anybody would be fine. Would you hear me out? Are you Radley? I'm Arkwright, the Spriggan Ice Slayer for SPG. your weight. You saw my request? Please help me. Whoa, oh, it seems like you got some real problems. If you don't mind, could you give us the details about your request? Since it's a 4SPG, we might be able to help. Thank you. I've been having trouble sleeping lately. My body's sluggish, my mind is hazy, and I haven't been able to focus on work at all. I want you to help me get over this. Have you been in poor health? If so, it would probably be better if you went to the doctor and asked. I've already seen a doctor, but they didn't believe me at all. Even the people I work with decided I'm just tired or I'm having a mental breakdown. They've been handling me with kid gloves, even though that's obviously not the cause. It sounds like you have a clue as to what might be behind this. It's the footage on the street monitors. You know, in the city where they show movies, theater announcements, ads for the space program, that sort of thing. Huh? The footage? Yes, my health has been deteriorating ever since I saw those street monitors. And it gets worse every time I walk by one of them. Even today, I made sure to avoid the places where the screens were put up and managed to post my request in Riverside, and I knew it. You don't believe me. But what else can I say? It's the truth. You're all the same. Nobody will take my story seriously. You don't know that, lady. Well, let's see. We shall take it. Which street monitors are you talking about exactly? You believe me? I don't get the sense that you're lying anyway. Fact of the matter is you were voted before SPG. Your claim is the only basis we need. But I'd prefer a concrete lead if possible, so talk us through it calmly if you can. Thank you. As indulgent as ever. The monitors I saw most often were the ones on Station Street in the Chardon district. That's the route I usually take to and from work, but when I passed by them recently, I started getting dizzy. Whenever I passed by after that, my head would get hazy and it felt like my body was getting heavier. I'm scared of what will happen when I look at them next. I see that should be enough information for now. Then, let's start investigating right away. If there's something on to those monitors, we simply can't ignore it. But, well, you wait here and try to enjoy a leisurely coffee. And try out the tacos from the food stand across the way. I highly recommend them. Okay. Alright, let's get to it. Why don't we ask people who might have something to do with the monitors on Station Street and in Chardon District.
Let's hurry up and finish this.
Okay.
Serving supersized portions today.
So, Station Street and Chardon.
Off we go.
Okay. Horrible Cafe is the only one that we have here, apparently. Okay. Oh, there. There we go. Street monitor anomaly. You're asking if anything unusual has happened with the monitor recently? Yeah, I thought you might have heard something since you're the owner. Nothing, I haven't gotten any reports about it either. All passers-by catch sight of the monitor, not just people visiting Iota. Between the space program and all the new movie ads, it's definitely been getting more attention lately. If someone could get heck, just by looking at it, you'd think there'd be more victims. That's definitely true. If the guild received such a report, it'd become their first priority. It could be the problems hidden specifically so that no one would believe the victims even if they did speak up. True, though it may be too early to draw conclusions one way or another. You say it happens when they just look at the monitor? Or do you have an idea? I just remember that I might have heard something about that in lecture back when I was studying at the Institute of Science. Are they referring to seizures? Because that's what it comes close to, and you get a lot of warnings about that. Epilepsy and seizures and that for games and movies. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. If I remember right, there was a sort of technology involving moving pictures that had been misused. Lectures do often cover well-known issues and risks of past technology. There was already word of it happening when Ilhan was in school. Yeah, it may have been an incident from long ago. I'm sorry, I can't remember it very well. No, that was actually informative in a lot of ways. Thanks. Okay. Okay, apparently there's no way down there, so... What is up here? Go to the very top. Won't let me. Boo. Oh well. Okay, so... Go here.
Go!
Alright. So it looks like the story doesn't automatically trigger. Alright, so we can go to the hotel. Street monitor anomaly. People feeling unwell after looking at the monitor? Terribly sorry, but I haven't heard about anything like that. Certainly it would be inexcusable if Chardon were to ignore something negatively impacting our guests. I see. You get a lot of visitors here and the monitor surely attracts attention. Yes, after all, it is a curved monitor, which is the latest tech. I don't know the details, but I have heard it's quite the groundbreaking technology. Yes, we've only just started having curved screens capable of matching the standards of flat ones. The fact that you can see it when you're not looking straight on makes it incredibly effective for advertising. I heard they are considering introducing them to a variety of formats like desktop computers. Catcher, you look kind of happy. That's tech enthusiasts for you. But since we're here, have you noticed anything curious, anything at all? It doesn't even have to involve people who look at the monitor. Now that you mention it, I did overhear a guest mention something he saw on the monitor. He claimed he saw a white image flash on it for just a second. White image. I kept an eye out for it myself just in case, but I never saw a thing. I concluded that perhaps the screen was a little unstable even though it was the latest model. Can't deny the possibility, I suppose. Well, thanks for answering in our questions. We have heard a lot about the screens Radley mentioned. However, while we received some concerning reports, I hesitate to say we found any decisive leads. Yeah, the clients not the only one who's seen the monitors. A bunch of other folks have seen them too. Yet nobody has gotten sick from it besides her. Just to make sure we're still planning to trust Radley and continue the investigation, right? Of course, she really is feeling sick, and that's all we need to know. And yes, I suppose you're right. There may be some sort of prerequisite required for it to occur. Something that causes it to only work on specific people in the crowds. Is that even possible? If that's true, seems like we should check out the footage for ourselves at this point. The footage was presumably provided by the respective advertising companies. The guild could probably require it under the pretext of assisting with the investigation. If you could arrange that for us, it'd be a big help. And let's get in touch and see what we can negotiate. And so they contacted the Orbital Cafe in Shard again. After receiving permission from the advertising companies, the group was given the footage that aired on the 2 monitors. Van and the others then took it back to the office to analyze. Analysis complete. A file size discrepancy between the original footage provided and the footage currently being broadcasted has been found. It appears that digital images were mixed into the gaps in the footage at an unknown time. Just as I thought, I'll try displaying them. That's the new group. What the hell is this? A white image? Could this be what we heard about at the Shard? I think so, though the guest probably only noticed it by chance. It appears this was inserted between the frames in the video via the Orbital network. No doubt about it, it's intended to create a subliminal effect. Subliminal? It's a technique to influence one's subconscious using images that flash by at imperceivable speeds. I've heard that it works on the unconscious mind and to some extent can even control the way someone thinks. Yeah, word is when Orbital movies first started out, they experimented with it in local theaters. Say by inserting images of popcorn in a movie, they could dramatically increase sales. After that, though, cuts and frauds started abusing it. Nowadays, there are regulations to protect against it. It's ringing a bell, but does it seriously actually work? Subliminal imprinting. Could such a thing really have an impact on Radley's physical health? There's there's physiological precedence, so I don't think it's impossible. Though I can't say it's happening in this case for sure, nor what the conditions have to be to make it happen. Who in the world would do this and why? We need to put a stop to it as soon as we can. Yeah, our client might not be the only victim. Think we can trace the data? I am currently using the Orbital network to attempt to trace the data contained in the image. There, the address appears to be the control room of Trion Tower. Of all places, Swin and Nadia conducted an investigation there previously. We should be able to reach it via the stairs on the observation deck. Yeah, well, no time like the present. From there, the group contacted the Orbital Cafe in the Shard and disclosed the subliminal messaging they've discovered. After instructing them to restore an old, unmodified version of the video, Van and crew resumed their investigation. Okay, this might be what I'm fearing.
Let's hit the road.
So let's just give it a try. Source of the insert subliminal messages. The control room is just beyond this point. We ain't got time to ask permission. Should we head in? Yes, let's head in. Muttering is near. Guide everyone. Yeah, I think he's the culprit. Maybe he's acting a bit odd. You're right, how did he not notice us entering the room? The source is that terminal there. I think we need to shut it down right away, no matter what. A bracer would logically interrogate the man about the situation first. Well, what's the move here? What should we do? Let's see. Knock him out, no questions asked, and ask him the situation, huh? Oh, I don't know. Knocking him out seems to be something that would be a bit of a problem, so let's ask. Hey, you, what are you doing with that terminal? Who are you? This is holy ground. Nuisances must disappear. Go. Weren't we gonna talk to him? That was legitimate self-defense. Perhaps my original plan was too naive. But something about this is. Let's investigate the terminal while we have the chance. I'm seeing a history of hacking into street monitors using the tower's orbital network. Just as we thought, it seems they were using this to insert the subliminal messages remotely. Can we stop it? About that, it appears to have a complex security measures in place utilizing orbital locks. It may be difficult to shut down by force, and it's possible that one wrong move could result in loss of stored data. Then perhaps this is a job for Mare? Yeah, we might be able to get through with the holocore hacking. It's all yours, Van. Right, let's get down to it. Don't like this, but alright. Okay.
Kid stuff. Security bypassed. Now I've done it. I'm not done yet.
Okay. Occasionally you'll have the opportunity to set traps for the defense unit. Hence, these traps will temporarily incapacitate them. Come on. Oh, great.
Now I've done it. Not done yet. Now I've done it.
Darn it!
Not done yet. Now I've done it.
Darn it!
Not done yet. Now I've done it.
Darn it!
Not done yet. Now I've done it.
Darn it!
Not done yet. Now I've done it.
Darn it!
Not done yet. Now I've done it. Not done yet. Time's almost up. Now I've done it. Not done yet. Now I've done it. Not done yet. Now I've done it. Not done yet.
I am not trying this again. Okay, good. Alright, we did it. Nice work. We've succeeded in completely blocking the hacking to each location. I'll secure the stored information. They really need to get rid of that hacking game. This is the white image used for the subliminal imprinting. The picture was mostly obscured by noise before, but this is the full thing. It says AD. Isn't that the people Van fought last night? At Alterdon. That's the name we heard this morning. Who would have guessed this be about the people we're after? This is only speculation based on what we know, but perhaps they're using this footage to lure particular people to AD? You mean that they're gathering people who met their standards by transmitting this image? No freaking way. Remember Ginny's disappearance from the share house this morning? That flash we saw on our computer screen might well have been this image. Now that you mention it, and that incident might also be related. There's a non-zero chance for that for sure. I take it this is all you were able to salvage? Right. There was hardly any information left on the terminal, or any info at all really, judging by the data records. The man operating the terminal must have been just another victim. I expect it will be difficult to trace this any further from here. Maybe so, but even just knowing this is related to AD is a win in my book. AD. Wake up. What have I been doing? You revived him with chi, huh? Figured it work out. No, I figured it work on those guys last night too, other than Jeffrey. Maybe I could use it to restore our client's health too. Yes, let's get back to her with everything we've learned. After that, the group entrusted the staff member to the guild Leptrion Tower. Then they made their way back to the client. Wake up. I feel so much lighter and the haze in my head has cleared up. How in the world did you do that? Just think of it as a type of Eastern medicine. We also solved the abnormality in the monitors you told us about, so there's no need to worry anymore. Then thank you. How can I ever repay you? You know, I feel like I might have heard the word subliminal before. How bizarre that the human body can be affected by such a thing. Of course, we can't tell her about AD. Do you think if we just left her the way she was, she would have joined the group in question? It's highly unlikely. Yes, I'm glad we were able to step in before that happened. It's possible that there are other people who might have been affected by the footage. Yeah, but since we don't know what causes certain people to be affected, there's not much we can do. Still, we did notify the guild and police. Now we just gotta stay vigilant. My work relationships haven't been good, and when I started feeling sick, neither my colleagues nor my doctor believed me. I felt so forlorn, so isolated, I even started feeling down about life itself. But then I turned to you guys in last-ditch effort, and you believed me. Maybe my life isn't something to be discarded after all. Sometimes you gotta take both the good and the bad. That's just part of life. So why not live boldly? Remember that even being alone can be fun. And of course, you can always throw up a 4SPG when you need to. Van. Hehe. Yes, I'll remember that. Thank you so much.
That takes care of that.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Okay, everything up, huh? Ooh, nice. Mare Gray. Alright. So save that. That was kind of the thing that I was trying to avoid, the hacking one. But I didn't pay too much attention to it like I should have.
Good stuff.
Okay, let's see. Up to level 36, huh? Alright. Alright. Arts defense, huh? Okay, so seems like you're the weakest link. Okay, so save. But yes, I enjoy fighting more than I do stealth. That's a big reason I don't want to do the Sky First remake. Okay.
Heading to the objective.
Because from what I've seen of the first remake of the first Sky game, they didn't do anything about getting rid of the stealth. Like, it's story-wise, but come on, just let it be like this, where you can skip it. Huh? What the hell is this? Discovered a single sticky note on the back of the bulletin board. Yo, Van Arkwright, seems like you're always working hard here in the capital. Sure, you're active, but don't you think you've got some work to do when it comes to tying up loose ends? I just wanted to say hi and provide some support on your own cases. Well, what is that? It's adorned by a 4SPG symbol I've never seen before. Oh, you're right, the design is a little creepy. The note's pretty cocky. Any idea who wrote it, Van? Nope, not at all. I'm almost positive it's nobody I know. Oh, there's more in the back. P.S. If your nose is as good as they say, then maybe you'll recognize me during the day. I'm looking forward to meeting you, the original Spriggan. Original? And what does he mean during the day? Seems as if someone is challenging you right now. Yeah, we could probably just ignore it, but I'm curious what he means by support. Let's see if we can't sniff out what this guy's deal is and figure out what it has to do with past 4SPGs.
Time to get to work.
New fixer on the block, huh?
What a nice.
Okay. Not seeing anything there. But Riverside came up again, huh?
Then let's head over.
You're kidding. Back here?
Planner launched.
Okay, so that's why.
Get your ice cream here.
Just a minute, I don't understand. Are you trying to get close to Jessica again? I swear by the gold Hades I'm not. It's Not like I'm asking her for her contact information. I just want to apologize and beg for forgiveness. Isn't this the guy behind the whole stalker thing we dealt with before? Yeah, he's the client who tried to deceive us. But what happened to his face? I think the lady he's talking to works for a cafe in Tyrell. She was the victim's friend, if I remember correctly. Thou pass Forest BGs. Eek, it's you. Oh, you're Arkwright Solutions, right? Yo, we've met the young lady recently, but it's been a real long time since we saw you. You're Jonas Taylor, assistant manager of sales at Elba Trading Company. How did you know that? I see he's the culprit from the stalker case I read about in your files. Right, he pretended to be her long-lost brother at first, but turned out to be the stalker himself, right? Sounds like a cunning little asswipe. And his victim's name was Jessica, right? I thought she moved. Is this guy trying to get her friend to tell her new address? No, you've got it all wrong. I did wonder if that was what he wanted when he reached out, but I don't think I can let what I've heard slide, but he doesn't seem to be lying. Yeah, so who gave you those bruises? Don't play dumb, he's one of yours, isn't he? I confess that I couldn't forget about Jessica even after what happened. I hope we can somehow get back together, but if it means I have to go through something like that, then forget it. I swear to the goddess I'll never approach her again, so please leave me alone. If you dredge that S up again, I'll turn myself into the police, even the courts. I'll probably get fired too, but I don't care. What was that all about? Oh no, but it sounds like he won't be bothering your friend Jessica. And judging by the bruises on his face, it looks like someone punched him. Yes, and he seems to believe it was our crew who was responsible. Part of me wishes it was. Well, that would constitute a crime in the Republic. Well, wasn't this case from something like 10 months ago? Why bring it up now? This certainly did have to do with the past Forest PG. Afterwards, Van got in touch with Jessica to confirm that nothing unusual had happened. He also told Lucia to contact him if anything came up. Lucia said she was going to visit Jessica, so they saw her off at the station. Theo went with her part of the way to make sure nobody was following her. Alright. Station Street. No, wrong thing. Okay, Orbital Cafe, top again. Here we are. These two. Oh, you're the one who took my Pintilly wallet, though I've since got back. But out of curiosity, why did you wait till now to apologize and return my mirror? Why does that matter? Just take the damn money already. These two. I recognize one of them. She was one of our former clients. Her for SPG was one of the first ones we worked on together. Yeah, the fancy wallet she got from her parents was stolen and we helped her buy it back. About past for SPGs. Oh, it's you guys. Long time no see, young lady. It's been quite a while. Is there some kind of trouble going on? Who are you guys? People who've got nothing to do with this scram. Funnily enough, we do have something to do with this. I'm a Spriggan and my assistants, and I helped her get her wallet back. Hey, Spriggan? Based on how this conversation is going, one might infer that you're the one who stole the wallet. Is she only now deciding to apologize? Yes, she reached out to me out of nowhere saying she wanted to meet up so that she could apologize. I was a little nervous, but she seemed pretty distraught, so... Anyway, I'm returning the 5,000 mirror I stole from your wallet and adding in 5,000 you had to spend to buy it, and the 5,000 you had to spend to buy it back. That makes 10,000, so you'll forgive me once and for all, right? I don't know if that old guy's a friend of yours or what, but you'd better not sick him on me, okay? Oh. She's gone. I don't really understand what that was all about. Do you want to chase her? No, we shouldn't need to. She doesn't seem like a pickpocket. She does seem like a pickpocket, though, so what do you think? We didn't catch her in the act, so I'm willing to look the other way. Of course, I will remember her face. Thanks again for helping me back then. I wonder how that woman got my contact information. I don't think my address was in my wallet. Is it really okay for me to accept this mirror? It ain't counterfeit, you're probably fine. But who's this old guy she was talking about? And this is the second time this has happened. Afterwards, Van and the others managed to calm down the anxious Alicia and told her to let them know immediately if anything happens. Once she was reassured, they said their goodbyes. Alright. Now then. Treon Tower.
Off we go.
It's down there, huh? Editor-in-Chief. Could you please refrain from putting this to paper? We'd be willing to compensate you with the consulting fee within reason. The mess has both parties completely perplexed. Surely you can consider this in light of that. I get where you're coming from, I do, but if this is true, then we've got a responsibility to report on it. Though by the sounds of it, this leak didn't come from the other end of the dispute. In any event, if I could at least review the article before it goes to print. The editor-in-chief's a given, but doesn't that woman look familiar too? Yeah, we helped her deal with that actor she was managing back in Messeldown. Just another mess you cleaned up before coming to Landport, huh? About 4 SPGs. Oh, it's the Spriggan. You're the fixers from Messeldown. Hey, Miss Manager, long time no see. Let me guess, that case we helped you with is rearing its ugly head again? That's right. Oh, I should introduce myself first. I'm actor Ethan Smith's talent manager. Thanks to you, that woman with a grudge against Ethan was talked into leaving him alone. Ethan was penalized for his actions, but he's finally regained his footing. But now, all these months later, the full details of that case and Ethan Smith's conduct have been leaked to Meld Magazine here. What? Ha, you mean how he made a stalker out of a fan by getting frisky and dumping her? My goodness, how despicable. Yeah, no matter how you look at it, this is his just desserts. Sigh, I would have preferred the woman he wronged be the one who received the assistance. Well, it was what it was. That aside, you got any idea who leaked the story? I thought there was nothing to you Spriggan, but you catch on quickly. You're spot on. We received an anonymous, detailed report that was sent directly to the editorial department the day before yesterday. When we checked with the woman we made the settlement with, she claimed to have nothing to do with it. She said she'd met someone new and would be extremely embarrassed if the incident was made public. Really now, hey Van. Yeah, I know. We sure didn't leak it, but we really don't want the specifics of our business disclosed or our confidentiality questioned. You mind letting us handle this case for the time being? Depending on the circumstances, we might be able to give your magazine an even juicier story. Very well, I accept. What? Are you sure? Positive. Well, the leaks appear accurate. Their source is unknown. It simply isn't our style to go along with something like this. And even if we did cover the story, it wouldn't gain much traction thanks to the space program. Besides, I can't stomach the thought of being used as a tool for someone else's benefit. I only have one condition: handle the payback in our stead. Ha, leave it to us. So you're willing to overlook what Ethan did? Yes, I'm more worried about the woman, but if anything else happens, the guild will lend a hand. That's a relief. Who would have thought that someone would leak this case after all this time? This is the third time now. There's no longer any doubt. After that, Van and the others said our goodbyes to Cunningham manager before returning to work. Alright. So nothing here. There. Now we just have this place to go to. Someone's calling. Is this a past client? Arkwright Solutions, Van speaking. Thank goodness this is the right number. Do you remember me? My name is Amy. I'd asked you to look for Mark, who had gone missing. Yeah, I remember. He was a member of the Desire Gang that was cooperating with Hamada. He had left the gang for her sake and ended up paying the price for it with his life. That's right, he was sent to a Jaeger Corps camp that was hostile to Hamada once in order to scout out their strength. We at the guild learned about it only after the fact. If only he could have intervened a little sooner. Thank you for your help back then. You went to so much trouble for me. I haven't been able to put it completely behind me yet, but I'm finally facing forward and... Wait, enough about me. I need to tell you about what just happened. Someone claiming to be a Spriggan reached out to me. What? How can that be? Can you tell me about him? What they want? He was maybe in his early 20s. He was tall, a little handsome. He's different from you, but he did have a similar vibe. Aha, so he was a hunky, wild-looking guy with a gruff but attractive face. Let's be serious, old man. So what the guy want? Well, he brought up the man who forced Mark to take on the unreasonable job that led to his death. But he asked, don't you want revenge? I don't know for sure, but he was probably talking about Desire's leader, right? If it weren't for him, Mark would be right now. We'd be... I didn't know how to respond. I hesitated. But before I could give him an answer, he said, understood, leave it to me, and left. I see. Don't worry, we'll handle this. You said you finally got back on your feet, yeah? Just leave the metal her to us. Alright, thank you. Even if he was a little handsome, he seemed dangerous. If you really don't know who he is, then be careful. To sum it up, Van, sounds like something could have happened to that guy. You're right, we'd better get over there right away. Our destination is... Okay, let's see. So... Don't think it was the district. Not that one. I don't care if I get this right, but it's either Chardon or Auber. But if it's from that one, it's gotta be Auber. No, not there. The place we secured that guy last night was. That one. The Laverve District. This guy's target is Jeffrey, ex-leader of Desire. Okay, I did not like that too much, but at least they don't penalize you quite as bad as Sky the First when getting it wrong. By just making you go until you get it right, or just like flat out explaining it. So, Rosalia. I wonder if Eddie will be okay, Jeffrey too. That guy said he was a Spriggan, but just now how is he connected to Van's group? So he got him, had to him already, huh? Van, perfect timing. A Spriggan came for Jeffrey just a few minutes ago. He was saying stuff like, I have more to say about last night's incident before leaving with him. Eddie was a little worried, so I followed them. We were only too late still. We should be able to catch up to them if we hurry. They went that way, right? Leave it to us. We'll make sure Eddie's safe too. Okay, I'm counting on you. Okay. Berg.
Bit early to be going Betty by on me, ain't it? So much for Jeffrey Valentino, ex-leader of Desire.
Stop, damn it. You said you knew Van, but that was a total lie, wasn't it? Sure, this guy might have been a good-for-nothing, but why would he go this far? Hehe, I never said I know him, did I? I just told you I'm a Spriggan. It's not like it's trademarked, and I'm sure the guy wouldn't mind. But don't take my word for it. Why don't we ask the original Spriggan himself, Mr. Van Arkwright? So having us catch up to you is part of your plan. What? It's him? You came for us? It was a bold invitation, but now I'm sure I've never met you before in my life. Why don't you introduce yourself, oh so called fellow Spriggan?
Sure, the pleasure's all yours. Name's Fabio Rosso. Drifted over from the city of Dijon not too long ago. I'm pretty well known back in my neck of the woods, but I'm guessing you're out of that loop.
Now I remember hearing from Dingo about a guy who took things a little too far. Back when Almada was still thriving, he used any means necessary to attack anyone affiliated with them, taking their mare, their goods, and then making it look like the work of Hayaway or Ouroboros. How is that even possible? Sounds like a tidy little arrangement. I heard from their branch that such a person existed. Why would someone like that lead Mr. Arkwright here? Good question. He even wrote that provoking message. Yeah, to put it plainly, I admire you, Van. I admire the work you do as a Spriggan, hovering between light and shadow, determining your own definition of right and wrong. You can think of me as a self-serving follower, if you like. But I want to punch you in the face right now. I see. I can understand admiring Van, but if that's the case, then why are you intervening in 4 SPGs that have already been settled? The wallet incident, the stalkers, and now this revenge mission. You took them all on without permission. Your way of doing things is nothing but selfishly digging up Van's concluded cases. It's support in name only. Just what are you aiming for with all this? On yes, I'm with her. This girl's their assistant, right? Seems like the rumors are true. You've got guts, but you should quit it with this keeping house shtick. The Spriggan I heard about would have wrapped everything up alone using his cool head. Using his cunning, merciless judgment and his alone. Didn't you even work behind the scenes during the war? And now look at you, surrounded by brats and broads, rendering half-assed resolutions to valuable 4SPGs. And to top it all off, you're all cozy up and climb into bed with the guild, the cops swarming around like law-abiding abiding roaches. Tell me, Anar cried, is that acceptable Spriggan behavior? It's better than what you're doing, buddy. Well, it's true we look like we're playing house. If I met up with the me of last year, he might say something similar. Oh? Then there's your answer. Why don't you cut ties with these goody two-shoes right now and get back to being your cold, calculating bad self? I'll do whatever I can to help too, but I won't be some assistant. I'll be your colleague. I might not have your mysterious powers, but I've got tricks of my own Let's forget for a second how you even know about that. The way you're calling yourself Spriggan is pissing me off. You just want to solve 4SPGs in a way you think is cooler than mine. But it's like Anya said, all you're doing is wasting time digging up old cases and ruining every resolution. I thought for sure you were harassing me, never imagined you actually thought you were being nice. This guy really just made things worse for himself. Based on that logic, you were planning to punish that man. Does that mean exacting revenge by way of murder? What? I mean, he did some awful things. But that doesn't mean anyone else can make up for what he did or his atonement. That's right. I may just be an assistant who wasn't here to help last night, but I can help now. Ha ha ha! Watch out. Is that what I think it is? That's what that sadistic woman used. Sure is my specialty, an enhanced needle gun. A shard shield, huh? Shouldn't be surprised considering you're the ones who brought down Armada. You won't get away. He made it to the road. I failed to bring you down, but that's fine. Today I only wanted to say hi. Why don't we have a proper showdown someday soon to determine which of us is truly worthy of being a Spriggan? Zero's followers, forget it. There's no reason to chase him down. He may be an ass, but he's a proud ass. It's not like he's gonna try to get a jump on us. You think so? Still, it wouldn't be best to remain on high alert just in case. I'll have the guild look into him too and find out where he got that needle gun. Appreciate it. I'm sorry, Eddie. You had to go to such lengths for someone like me. It's not like I was trying to protect you. That asshole pissed me off with all the crazy things he was saying. You decided to atone, didn't you, for what happened to Mark and everything else? Snuffle, After that, Van and the others offered basic medical treatment to Jeffrey before returning to the Verve district. They sent information on the suspects, Spriggan, Fabio Rosso to the guild as well as Marduk, and then resumed their work.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys.
Alright.
Reward deposited.
Alright. Now, let's take care of this quest and see what it goes down to.
Go, go, go!
Because we were sent on that chase through the areas anyway. So why not just finish up the side quest so that we can deal with story?
Alright.
There's a Forest PG on the bulletin board. The work of one of the artists, Carissa Christia, in our 3 up-and-coming artists expedition has been vandalized. Would you like to figure out who is responsible for this deplorable act? No, we would like to figure out who is responsible for this deplorable act, but we need this matter to be handled discreetly. Thus, we turn to you, Spriggan. If you can help us come by the Museum of Modern Art and Contemporary Art. Okay. Alright, there's nothing there. Alright, so nothing was added because of that whole thing. It's just this one that we're in. Okay, investigate. Closed temporarily. Closed temporarily. This seems to be related to the Forest PG we saw earlier. Are you going to take it on, Van? Accept. I am pretty curious about it. Let's talk to him now. Are you the Spriggan I keep hearing about? Thank you for coming all this way. No worries, it's all part of the job. More importantly, it seems like you've got something big going down. Well, yes. We're putting up on a 3-person exhibit to get people excited about the future of contemporary art. Perhaps it'd be easier to just show you what's going on. That one's been defaced, huh? This is... my goodness. Awful, isn't it? Here's what the original picture looked like for reference. Kisara does do graffiti. So I could see how someone would think this is intentional if they haven't seen the original. Still, the area that's been painted over is too big. Yes, this is nothing but a desecration of the artist's work. When did you first notice this? Wasn't it on display to the general public this morning as usual? As it happens, we had maintenance scheduled to be done in the exhibit hall at noon today. We closed temporarily at exactly 12 o'clock. I call it maintenance, but it was mostly just adjusting the lighting. We leave it to the artists themselves to handle who comes and goes during that time. That was when this occurred. An incident during maintenance, huh? So who's the one who found it first? That would be Angie, one of Kisara's friends from school. She was going in and out of the exhibit hall helping Kisara. Apparently she had seen it when she had just come back from the restroom. Nobody else was there at the time. There was a window and it was unattended. Yes, that's right. Angie actually shrieked when she saw it. She was so startled I came running being as did other members of the staff. Well, if this was cliche, Angie would be the one guilty. Not saying that she is, but if you go by the first one discovered is the culprit, that's how it would line up. Yeah. See, she was so startled I came running, as did other members of staff. That was around 12:50 p.m. I see. In short, the perp was someone involved in the exhibit. Based on what we've heard, it doesn't seem possible for an outsider to be the culprit. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I'm glad you're quick to understand. Kisara, the victim of the situation, went as far as to say that the piece had become charming in its own way. She even claimed we didn't need to look for the culprit, but as the person in charge of this expedition, I cannot ignore what happened. I suppose that's true. Yes, and we cannot deny the possibility of this occurring a second time. That said, I really don't want to make this into a major incident either, which is why Kisara recommended I reach out to the Spriggan for help. That's one question answered. Say, do you mind if everyone involved sticks around? Not at all. I've already made the call to have everyone remain here. Kisara left in shock, as you might expect, but if need be, I'm sure she would be willing to answer your questions. I see. Then it seems everything is in place for us to make a deduction. Gotcha. I think I get the picture. For the record, I was working on the second floor at midday, so I have no knowledge about who came or went from the exhibit hall. My alibi shouldn't have any issues, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't count me among your suspects. Confident, aren't you? You don't seem to be lying at any rate. Why don't we start by having a brief chat with the other people involved?
Let's start this 4SPG, shall we?
Alright. Now. Alright, so everyone's green. You guys are the fixers and appreciate the help. Let me start by saving you some time. I didn't do it. Sure, pal. You got proof? There was simply never a time when I was alone. Raymond asked me for help, so I was working with him the whole time. Really? We'd better check with Raymond too to see if his story tracks. Just for reference, may I ask what kind of work you were doing here? Sure, the appearance of rust is crucial to these pieces, but it can change bit by bit. So I regularly check the color and adjust the balance accordingly. I see the appearance. Anyway, I get that you're particular about this, but tell me, what do you think of Kisara's art? Well, of the three of us exhibiting, her work seems to be getting the most attention. For that alone, I have no choice but to be conscious of it. But I would never do anything to defile another person's art. Is that right? I understand. Alright. That's Tom. You're the curator here, right? Think you could tell us what you know? Well, I was helping Med at noon today. We got lunch together after that, so I can at least prove his alibi. Mehmed Zidane, he's the one who created the sculptures on the right side of the exhibition hall. We'll want to confirm this with him later. As far as the others go, I honestly have no idea. Honestly, I'm finding the whole thing hard to swallow. You have my sympathies. Anyway, thanks for your testimony. Nothing to rule her out.
Beginning search.
You must be the ones investigating the incident. I'll answer any questions I can. Fire away. Alright, then let's start with your alibi. I don't remember exactly when I was in the exhibition room, but it shouldn't be hard to prove. I was with Ashtani the entire time. That matches the testimony we just heard from her. That doesn't leave much room for doubt. By the way, what were you doing in the exhibit room? I was adjusting the lights that illuminate the art. Although it's indoors, the lighting still changes between morning and afternoon. I'm mindful of how the shadows fall. It may not sound like much, but the work I do is vital. Sounds like there's a lot to think about behind the scenes. Wow, this has been informative. Last question, may I ask what you think of Kisara? Well, she's the youngest of the three of us. To put it plainly, I think she's more passionate than either Felix or myself. But that's exactly why I can't afford to let her outdo me. We may work in different mediums, but she ignites my fighting spirit. I see, that makes sense. Nobody's giving themselves away right now, but that's a good thing. We don't want things to be too obvious. Now here's suspect number one, but mainly because she's just the first to find it. Doesn't mean that she's guilty though. Oh, it's you guys. Kisara's always talking about you. We work out of Old Town. You might say we've got a bit of connection to Kisara. I'm sure what happened here must be quite a shock. Though it might be difficult for you, would you mind cooperating with us so that we find the so that we can find the culprit? Alright. But I don't know if I'll be any help. You were with Kisara at the time, right? Right, she wanted me to help her reposition her painting. I got here around 12:30, I think. It seemed like everyone else had already finished by then, but that's when we got to work. So you two are the last ones there? The work itself didn't take more than 10 minutes. Kisara said she wanted to use the restroom, so I went with her. I finished first, so I went back to the exhibition hall before she did. And that's when you saw the painting like that. I was really surprised I even shrieked. And that's when everyone else came running. Did Kisara lag behind the others? Yes, she was the last to arrive. I tried to talk to her, but she just left the art gallery. I understand. I think that's all we need to know. I said no. I understand. I think that's all we need for now. Thank you so much, Angie. Don't mention it. She's a bit weird acting there, but considering what she saw, it makes sense. Raymond, right? You're the guy who's working part-time at the flower shop in Old Town. If memory serves, you're working here while attending art college full-time? Yes, I was inspired by Jess, who even now is pursuing his dreams. I may be a bit of a late bloomer, but I decided to pursue mine as aim too. Well, it's never too late to give something a try. What's important is whether or not you're satisfied. Man, you're right, thank you. So, can we ask you about today's incident? Yes, of course. Though to be honest, I don't know much. I was busy helping Felix at midday. After all, we were together the whole time. That matches what we heard before. In that case, it seems likely that they're both innocent. I take it you don't know much about what was happening around you then? Yes, I'm sorry to say. Surely all I know is that Felix is innocent. Alright, that's all our questions answered. Seems like we've learned all we can out of these people. Yes, you're right. We have enough in it to make a tentative inference, but well, no use dawdling around. Let's just give a report for now. Give a report? We should be checking the cameras if there are any, because this place should have cameras. How did it go? Did he determine the culprit? I think we're on the cusp. You mind gathering everyone here? It seems like you found the truth. I'm nervous for some reason. Hold nothing back. Tell us who is the culprit. Well, we don't have conclusive evidence yet, but... I'm not too sure. They didn't say anything that did anything. And Angie, emotionally, she makes sense in what she did, but she's also gonna be a stereotypical route if it's her. And I'm not too sure about anyone else, so we are going to say this just to get it out of the way, because like I said, it's kind of a cliche thing. But it's gotta be one of these two. She was certainly evasive, but I expect there's a reason for that. Okay. Someone else. The culprit is someone who isn't here. Huh? Oh? No way. That's right. That's ridiculous. Let me speak bluntly. It was Angie, wasn't it? Hold on. You can't just decide that on your own. Of course. Plus, it's too obvious. It's true that according to our investigation, Angie is the only one without an alibi. But we learned there was one other person without an alibi. It couldn't be. Curtis? Are you guys still stuck there? I spotted Kisara, but then I lost sight of her again. Curtis? So he's been pursuing Kisara, huh? What in the world? Leave the talk for later. We're going after them. I'm coming too. Ben and Curtis exchanged information and decided to meet up in Riverside. Whenever I spot Kisara, she gets away again. I'm not sure, but I think she's still nearby. Sounds like it'd be most efficient if we split into two groups. We'll take the far side of the bridge, so you two take this one. Okay, got it. Okay.
Search time.
Okay, so... We finally found you, Kisara Christia. Well done, Spriggan. Did you enjoy getting to play detective? Did you really do it yourself, Kisara? That's why you came here, isn't it? Because you thought so? Well, it's true. Are you freaking kidding me? And we finally caught up to you. Perfect timing. I wanted you to hear this too. What do you think I am? Huh? Kisara? Until just half a year ago, I was nobody. A stone on the road, or less than that. I was gutter trash. Yet I made all kinds of connections, and before I knew it, the tide was carrying me along. And now the world thinks of me as some sort of genius young artist. What's wrong with that? If anything, it's a blessing. I thought so too at first. Well, it was all make-believe. What people want, what the world wants, isn't me. They want my title. That's not true. That 3-person exhibit is proof. Of course, they want your title. The only one that should want a person is the person themselves. But bluntly, my work makes even garbage look like fine art in comparison. The piece I made in Messeldam was nothing short of atrocious, if I do say so myself. But the graffiti I created after losing my mom, after abandoning Northumbria where I was born, it has soul, the rebellious spirit that boiled in the pit of my stomach. Kisara, it definitely left an impact, but now I'm spoiled by the people around me. And even if a part of me feels that that's not such a bad thing, there's no way graffiti painted in these conditions can have any kind of soul. Yet nobody realizes it, nobody points it out. They all just say that since it's the work of a genius, it has to be good. In the end, no one understands the real me, and the truth comes to light. That's why I painted over that trash. Looking at it was unbearable. The only reason I didn't come forward about it immediately was because the event planner's reaction was funny. He was so obsessed with the young genius that he never suspected me from the start. Haha, what a joke. I understand your feelings, really, but they've become twisted. That is the real me, and if you can't handle it, then too bad. But boy, I sure feel a lot better now. You think they'll expel me from Armaeus? I bet they'll even stop calling me a genius. Fine with me, I have been nothing but trash from the get-go. Kisara, you... grow up! Angie? I've done nothing but stand by while you got this crap out of your system. Sure, maybe this dark, brooding, tough-talking Kisara is the real you. But the bright, pure-hearted, honest Kisara is real too. I won't let you deny it. And Angie, I got something to say too. You're raging about how the people around you don't understand you, but everyone has prejudices. Everyone has their own point of view in the world. So name recognition is just as much of a legitimate basis of appraisal. I think the fact that you can't even understand that makes you the one who's self-important, don't you? Those are harsh words, but they are to the point. Why don't you just cut this all out? What? I'm sure you are in too deep after all that tough talk. But you thought the same things your friends are saying too, right? It's true, maybe right now I'm just a brat throwing a tantrum. But it's too late to erase what I've done. Kisara, do you really think that far ahead? What difference does that make? Just paint over it. That's definitely something you can do in graffiti, but I've already lost sight of how I feel. What should we suggest Kisara do? Express her dark side, express her bright side? I say express both, because that's an important thing in art. I feel like you have to get out your feelings. That's what Chester Bennington did when he was alive. From what I've read. I don't know that for sure, but when you take a look at what people are saying and probably a lot of things, that's what he's done a lot in Lincoln Park when he was alive, so I say express both sides. Not to steal someone's analogy, but why not follow up with both ends of the emotional spectrum? On one side, you're dark, boiling, brooding toward the people who don't see below the surface. And on the other side, the bright, pure-hearted gratitude you have for your current environment and situation. I'm saying you should take all those things together and express them in your graffiti. Both my dark and bright sides, huh? Makes sense. Maybe I can't express those things honestly now. After being persuaded, Kisara returned to the Museum of Modern and in contemporary art to confess to her crime. With the approval of the necessary people, she transformed the work she had defiled into a new piece of art. It's done. Hate to say it, but this really is amazing. Yeah, just what I'd expect from Kisara. It really draws you in. It probably helps knowing the circumstances behind it. Indeed, this is a passion here the original could not match. I'm ashamed of my own thoughtlessness now that I've heard the story. It truly is a splendid piece. My dark and bright sides mixed together. I never attempted something like this before, but I did feel I did them justice. Yeah, your spirit really shows through in this work. I bet the exhibit will become even more lively as a result. Yeah, the Sun New edition is going to really get people talking too. That's true. In any case, that settles that.
That's one job behind us.
Yeah, deposit confirmed.
Alright. Ooh, nice. Done. Alright. Okay. So that covers that. So all we have is story beats right now. As far as I know. Yep. So we're just gonna cover what I can because I don't know how long it's gonna take. And we are nearing the point where I start worrying about time. Well, let's just see how things go.
Let's be on our way.
Alright, so we go to the restaurant.
The new first years are quite the hard workers.
It's searching time.
Okay, nothing here.
Welcome to Andalusia, Patisserie.
Ah, they're here together, huh? What the hell are you doing here? Oh, it's Miss Chloe and Miss Theresia. The hell kind of lineup is this? And you're even showing your face this time around?
If it isn't the Spriggan and his helpers. Hello there. I didn't expect to run into you again so soon. In regard to my face, it's not as though it's meant to be kept secret. You all saw how I looked when I wore a kimono before, no?
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
About how things have been going, and from the sound of it, you've all been through a lot. It seems someone gave you a bit of a hard time recently.
Sai, if you know that much, I'm not quite sure how to respond. But regardless, it's nice to meet you. My name is Elaine Air. Hehe. How polite of you. I'm Chloe, a Judith's mother. I'm sure you already know my background, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. But Theresia and I have been acquainted since back when I was still working full-time. Indeed, we first met before I had even joined the society. It's been, my word, 16 years since we last fought while I was a member of the Order of the Moonlight Horse. Yeah, you were always quite the troublemaker back then, weren't you? Though it seems you've mellowed out quite a bit since then. Well, I owe that largely to you and your relentless scolding now, don't I? I see. I sure as hell didn't see that Lord dump coming. Come to think of it, you were working full-time up until 10 or so years ago. Oh, Miss Lanster. So, you two were kind of like Jaegers then? Sometimes you'd fight, but other times you'd work together. That about sums it up, yes. She was never completely awful, but Mr. Oathbreaker, on the other hand, yeah, we're very familiar with him by now. Well, as much as we may seem like a package deal, I'm not always working with him, you know? Back when we were both in the Order, he was fairly hands-off when it came to my activities. Even now, I'm not quite sure what he's up to. So that's how it is. Our friend with the hat did mention he was on some kind of trip. The fool, that professor, starting to seem like everyone in your group is off doing their own thing. Hee, I can't deny that. Even Walter's acting on his own right now. However, you needn't worry thanks to that agreement between the Grand Master and President Gramhart. Given how much dear Elroy has been scolded, I especially doubt he'll stir up trouble anytime soon. As much as I'd like to be like that to be true, I'm not about to count on it. By the way, maybe you could give us more details about your pact with my father? Hee, nice try, but sorry. That's not something I can let slip so easily. In any event, I plan to leave Edith soon and head off to a certain place. Aren't you allergic to speaking plainly or something? Well, at the very least, enjoy the cake here. It's so good it'll restore the humanity to your dark and twisted soul. If I had my way, I'd sit Harwood the fool and your professor down and shove a slice down each of their throats, too. Something tells me it wouldn't have quite the same effect on them that it does you, man. Well, I had been recommending it to Yorda and a few others, but it seems you're quite a fan of sweets yourself. Yes, my daughter's told me all kinds of stories about your sweet tooth. It got me to thinking, and I'd love for a connoisseur such as yourself to try one dessert in my recipe book someday. Your dessert? You got a dessert? Man hears about a new sweet and his neurons light up like a bonfire. We really veered off topic in record time once we got on the sweets train. I'm a little curious, honestly. At the very least, it seems we don't need to worry. Need to be overly suspicious about Miss Isleaf for the moment. True. Best we leave it to Miss Lanster to keep an eye on her while we focus on our other tasks. Alright, let's see. What about here? Let's see. Okay, so that's it, huh? Nothing to worry about. Okay, looks like we cleared that up. So let's go back to Treon Tower.
Go, go, go!
Okay, where is it? Okay, downstairs over that way, okay.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here
Please,
you'll find
take your
Treon
time.
Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
Oh, Agnes and the rest of your work crew. Busy on the job as usual, are we? Yes, it's good to see you all. Really cutting loose having a girls' day out at Quincy Parlor. Plus one guy. Shut it, it's not like I want to be here. Can we just get this educational visitation meeting done with? Don't be so impatient, James. Educational visitations, that brings back memories. Sure does. I heard they suddenly made the call to do it in Longlai this year. Yep, originally we were supposed to be off until the end of the week, but then the space program got moved forward. I have to say, I'm looking forward to getting the chance to see a manned rocket launch. You still haven't decided on whether or not going to participate, though, have you, Agnes? Yes, that's right. Sorry to cause you all so many problems. It's fine. What happens, happens. You just focus on doing your thing, okay? Thank you, Odette. It's nice having such good friends. Well, you can keep mulling it over until the 11th hour, if that's what you need. Right. Speaking of student council work, you mentioned having a good deal of trouble with vendors compared to last year, yes? Yeah, about that. Apparently, it's because people left their jobs without passing on the appropriate information. It seems there's been more people like that in the last year regardless of the industry. Is that so? Smells like it might be related to the missing persons incident. But they must have all had their own individual reasons to quit. And fed up with the status quo could be what ties them together, though. At any rate, it'd be a shame not to make the most of the venue here. Do your meeting right in the right way and get yourself some sweets. Hee. But of course, that's what we were intending from the start. Good luck to all of you too. Okay. So we're still making pretty good time here.
What are we waiting for?
Let's save here. Okay, so cabinet. Get out of the road. You honk at us, but we should be putting down spikes. Okay, so there we go. Over here. What do you know, Hayway? And the granny. Ian, the hell are you doing here?
It's you lot. I heard about what went down this morning.
It's been some time. Since last spring, yes? Good to see you again, Aaron. The rest of you as well. It seems Lao Da Mao, old Boss Cat's granddaughter, isn't with you today, though.
Who do you think you're calling old Boss Cat? You're the same as ever, you wrinkly coot.
Oh, well, I guess considering how well connected you are, it shouldn't be a surprise you know him too. You here asking about the society? Nah, nix that. It's gotta be about whatever Xiao and Ashen are after, isn't it? Of course, that would make sense. Indeed, you're correct. Strange disappearances and a mysterious white ornament. The details of what happened at the auction house have been shared across Hayway, and the various families have begun to make their moves. However, I'm unable to share anything more than that with you. But shouldn't we be cooperating as much as we can in times like this? I know I'm not in Hayway, so you can't tell me jack shit, but still. Well, this geezer is being so unusually stubborn today, it's even giving me a headache. At this point, we both know each other's weakness, so it's a real pain in my backside trying to break him down. I truly underestimated you. Yes, I imagine she's about the only person who can negotiate with one of Hayway's elders like this. Well, we have gotten some new information via the society about the white ornament they left to you. Since you were the ones who went through the effort of getting it, I suppose we can give you something to work with as compensation. Much obliged. If you know that much, then I guess we have. And some scary folks following us the whole time we were down in that basement, huh? Wait, really? We were probably already marked by the time we visited Xiao and Ashton for information. And I didn't even notice, but wouldn't Shizuna have been able to see them? I'm sure she's spotted them, yeah. Probably decided it'd be funnier to let them be, though. She totally would. So, old man, what's this info you've got for us? Strictly speaking, I'm not part of Arkwright Solutions, but I hope it's okay if I sit in on this as well. I'll join in myself, it's all the same. I called it information, but it's more question than it is answer. So, the white orbment you recovered. As I'm sure you've all noted already, it bears a strong resemblance to Epstein's legacy, the Genesis. Yeah, your point? You may have forgotten, but one of them was hidden away in Langport. To be precise, it was in Heilong Changzai, the land that was sealed away 40 years ago. Wait, is that... Oh, I remember them mentioning this before. If I recall correctly, that location has close ties to Aaron's circumstances. As you learned back then, we of Hayway sealed the tyrant away to die there. And one of the Genesis you came there for was sealed in the very same place with him. So that begs the question, why did he have one of Professor Epstein's devices in the first place? When, from whom, and under what circumstances did the tyrant obtain that Genesis? No one, not even us at the highest levels of Hayway, had any knowledge about that device being there. For real? Huh. If it was 40 years ago, that would have been 15 years after Professor Epstein had passed. How could it have possibly made it all the way from him to Langport? Thinking about it, it's the same sort of situation for those with the white orbaments, right? That's right. A group similar to DG orbament, and they're similar to the Genesis. There are a lot of coincidences piling up all of a sudden. So it's ADE. That's more of an important point than I thought, and I might expected. That's all the compensation I can give you for now. But as long as the family heads are operating in the same area, such as Edith, there are more likely to be times where they'll collaborate. So feel free to arrange for any further exchanges you'd like with myself, my granddaughter Xiao, or even Yin. Yep, that's the plan. Yeah, one of these days you're gonna be the one coming to us for info. Alright. So that leaves everything there. So I feel like actually getting out of here. Not too sure what's gonna happen. But as soon as I get into daylight, I feel like just finding somewhere to go and calling it early. But right now, I think I'm just gonna try and check on what I've got left. Alright, so it seems if I leave the area, things will continue on, and I'm getting a bit short on time here, so let me just try and find a place to go to. That fountain will be a nice place to rest at. Just wish they'd get rid of these cars here. Because I should just be able to go willy-nilly in this area as much as I want. But yeah. We'll save right here. And I'm gonna call it. Alright. I thank you all for coming. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to leave a like and share this with anybody else that you think might enjoy this. And if you'd like the chance to chill with me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon to hopefully be notified of when I'll be live again. As for when I will be live again, I was gonna say tomorrow, though it would be an afternoon stream, but things have come up a bit suddenly, not like too suddenly, just a bit sudden. So I can't do Thursday since I don't know how that's gonna play out, and Friday I've got plans, so I'm probably gonna be streaming again on Monday. But I'm not too sure about that, or even a time at this moment since it's so far advanced. I usually keep people up to date on that on the posts tab of my YouTube channel, so be sure to check there about that. And if you guys are watching this on Twitch, you all know what to do. Speaking of Twitch, let's try and find somebody to raid. Let's try and keep up a chill vibe. And look for somebody doing Trails in the Sky first chapter. Okay, not you. Okay. Not much clue there. So let's try looking into Genshin then. Okay. So, you're up to. And that one's not looking so good either. So let me check on other places. If I can't find anyone decent, then I'll just give up. So no connections there. We haven't done this person in a while, so let's check on if they're on. Yep, it looks like they're still on. We can be rating a Daisy Kyoptra. They're playing Banjo-Tooie. I remember playing this game, but I'm not too sure how far they are in. But Daisy's a nice individual. Pretty good on the dark humor and such. And also they can be chill, so let's give them a raid. Alright, give them my regards and tell them I'll be there when I can. And with that out of the way, I thank you all again for coming. Bye.